Do you ever have trouble cutting an onion? Or maybe you're wondering if there's an easier way. Hey there, I'm London Brazil from evolvingtable.com, where you learn how to make nourishing meals to serve the ones you love. And today I'll be teaching you how to cut an onion like a pro, and without any tears. Red, white, and sweet onions are the base of a ton of recipes. From a mirepoix to the Holy Trinity, it's almost impossible to find a recipe without an onion in it. When you're selecting onions at the grocery store, you'll want to make sure to look for ones that are firm and with a dry skin. Avoid onions that have brown spots or are soft and mushy. How you store your onions will vary depending on if you've already cut into them or if they're still whole. Keep whole onions in a dry, cool spot on the counter and away from sunlight. Wrap partially used onions tightly in plastic wrap or put them in a sealed, airtight container and store them in the refrigerator. Store cut onions in a sealed, airtight container or a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator for up to 10 days. Or you can freeze them for up to 3 to 6 months. To cut an onion, you'll need a large cutting board as well as a relatively sharp knife. This first step can seem a little scary because the onion will be a bit wobbly. So hold it tightly in your non-dominant hand and using the knife, trim off the top and the root ends of the onion. Position the onion on the cutting board with the cut end facing up. Cut the onion in half. Remove the peel and outer layer from both halves of the onion. The peel or the outer layer of the onion will be slightly darker in color, softer, and have a more fibrous texture than the part of the onion that is edible. Once you've completely peeled your onions, cut them in half, you can either choose to slice or dice them. To slice an onion, place 1/2 of the onion cut side down on the cutting board. Cut the onion vertically into thin or thick slices, depending on what you are using it for. Thin slices work great for caramelizing, while thicker slices give a great texture to stir fries or soups. To dice an onion, follow the steps we just mentioned previously for slicing an onion. But this time, try to pay close attention and keep the onion slices together as you go. Once you have made your vertical cuts, rotate the onion half, 90 degrees, and make cuts that are perpendicular to the original cuts. For coarsely diced onions, keep the cuts further apart. If you want finely diced onions, make the cuts closer together. Did you start crying while you were cutting up your onion? Onions are known to release a chemical irritant that bothers the glands in the eyes until they release tears. But you're in luck. There are a few quick and easy ways that you can prevent that painful sting. First, some onion varieties have more of this irritant than others. If possible, select sweet onions over white or red to avoid the sting. Refrigerating or freezing the onion can also help slow down the release of the irritant, giving you more time to slice and dice before the tears appear. Using a sharp knife will decrease the surface area that is cut, thus reducing the amount of chemical released. But what if all of those methods fail and you're still stuck with burning eyes and whole onions? I've got one last trick for you. Cutting the onion under a vent or kitchen fan will divert the noxious chemicals away from your eyes and allow you to cut tear-free. All right, do you feel like you can conquer the onion now? If you liked what you saw here today, make sure you check out these other quick kitchen tips. And if you've got a bunch of those sliced onions just hanging around, you can use them up in this caramelized onions recipe here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you again soon.